Fellas, say goodbye to Chuck Sherman the boy. I am now a man. I highly recommend you join the club. We are doing the wild thing all night.
Acid house music.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sherm.
Sherman, I cook all this food. Is that all you gonna eat?
General Sherman realized and understood the importance of house music.
So, do you know anything about techno?
No.
Listen.
Get it on.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new episode of Sherm in the Booth. I'm, of course, your host, Sherm. Today is Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. This is episode 98098. Can you hear the bells ringing? Ding, ding, ding. We are only 2 away from 100. That is so crazy to say out loud, guys. But in the meantime, I'm so pumped about this interview. Now, before I sat down face-to-face with this guy, I was already such a huge fan. But I know after you guys hear his story, you're going to be as big of a fan as me. He goes by the name of DJ Heavy. He is one of the most talented DJs here in Chicago, and he is a force to be reckoned with. You cannot stop this train. He's one of the most hardworking, genuine, and down-to-earth guys that I've met as well, and we really connected on so many different things. We talked about all the changes that he's seen in the nightlife industry, actually things that have also stayed the same, which is really interesting as well. His involvement with incredible companies like the Music Trust and the DJ Firm, which I've talked about many times as well, and a lot of obstacles he's overcome since he started. He really came from nothing and built a name up all on his own. It's so cool to talk to people that have had so many things they've had to get through, and he's got so much great advice for any DJs that are trying to make a name for themselves, whether you be in Chicago or anywhere else in the world. School is in session, everybody. Take out a pen and paper because Heavy's got some incredible knowledge to drop on you guys. Heavy, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. It was really, really great to talk to you. And he flipped the script on me a few times, actually, guys, and started asking me questions. So thanks for doing that, man. That was really, really fun. But without further ado, guys, let's get into it right now. This is episode 98 with Heavy. Right. Woo! Walking this bitch heavy. Cheers, man.
Cheers,
Hell yeah,
we're
man.
in here, bro.
Heavy,
Bourbon on a Wednesday, bro.
I'm fucking so happy you're here, man.
I'm happy to be here, bro.
I have so much respect for you for so many different reasons. One, you're like a fucking icon, right? Because you're just like this image. Whenever you're DJing, you're just like, I know, like we were talking about before we even got on air, you don't need to be like the center of attention, like in the middle of the DJ booth, but you're a presence.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that, right? Like, you're not just like some guy behind the decks. Like,
yeah.
You really do have this brand that, like, your name, who you are, your music, your style, your energy.
Yeah, it's a personality thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can talk about that, man. It's a personality.
Dude,
that
give me, like, I feel it, so, like, sitting down here with you, I feel something different.
Yeah, bro, it's a personality, bro. Like, you have to convey it in life, and, like, people just gravitate towards that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even when you're DJing, you know, your music, your sound, everything, your songs that you pick, the remixes that you have,
right?
These are all things that make a personality. That makes you you. Right. So I try to stay within like a certain brand, a certain type of house music genre, and everything that just makes me, bro. So you know, that's it, bro.
Dude, you gotta have energy, right?
Yeah, energy is everything.
Energy is everything.
Energy is everything, bro. If you don't have energy, like you know, you might as well just be an iPod. You know?
How do you show energy through your music? Because you get on the mic, right? Like, which is awesome.
Bit. So I get on the mic a little bit. Not so much in certain spots because so I've been DJing in the city since 2012.
Okay.
And getting on the microphone, a lot of spots were like forbidden. They didn't want it.
They would tell you that.
They didn't want it, especially being like a black guy, because it sounded too much like the hip hop clubs.
Oh shit.
And back in 2012, 2013. It was like EDM driven, like Calvin Harris, Tsunami, like like all that shit was like cracking, and they didn't want no hip hop in the club. So you get on the microphone doing like a birthday shout out or whatever, it was just like it was unheard of. Yeah. They didn't do it unless you were like a celebrity DJ.
Right.
So I had to figure out a way to make my sets dope without the microphone.
Yeah.
And, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of figured it out a little bit, you know, just like the way you play songs, every song has its own energy, right? So if you can play a song the same BPM, it might have different energies, right?
Right, sure.
Like Birthday Song, 2 Chainz has a lot of energy. That's 70 BPMs, right? But then, like, you have, I don't know, Bands That Make Her Dance, which is, like, maybe, like, 68, 69, with around the same BPM. It's a lot slower. It's a lot different. It's a different type of energy.
True.
Even, like, you take fucking Niggas in Paris, that's 70 BPMs.
Yeah.
That's a much crazier energy than all those songs. So when you start figuring out songs and the different energies that they have, you start stringing them together.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, it's just through the roof, bro.
It's crazy, man. And like, I think the best way that we can all agree on, right, is like to become a great DJ is to put yourself in situations where you do need to try new combinations, new things. I mean, you're probably going to be the first person to say you never played the same set twice, right?
Yeah. I try not to. I try not to get comfortable. And and when I started DJing in Chicago, it was a movement out of my comfort zone, right? Mm-hmm. I moved cities. I'm from Michigan originally, so I moved from Michigan to Chicago. I was a hip-hop DJ. And
Wait, I'm remembering a story with Apollo.
So
he was on your couch, right?
Yeah.
We'll get into that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had a quick flashback
that's
right
my
there.
Guy,
right?
Man. Yeah, Apollo, bro. That's the little brother, man.
He's the fucking man.
Yeah. I've literally. So I mean, I'm not trying to like don't want to like put all his shit out there, but he was staying on my couch for a little bit when he first came here.
He told the story, man. Yeah.
We're both from the same area. From in Michigan, Kalamazoo.
Right.
And obviously, I'm like 10 years old. I'm a little older, man.
Right.
So I'm 10 years older than Apollo. So we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
You know, when I was coming out of Kalamazoo, he was just coming up.
Okay.
So by the time I got to Chicago, he was looking up to me like, oh, this guy made it out of Kalamazoo. This is the homie.
Yeah.
And then we met through like a mutual friend, and I picked him up. I remember the day I picked him up from the train station, bro, because he came to Chicago to audition for a DJ spot at this club that's not even around anymore. I forget the name of it. He was auditioning. And he came here and he had like his little shirt buttoned up all the way to the top collar. He didn't have the mohawk then.
He didn't look like he does
now. And no tattoos. And I just picked him up and I'm like, look at this little kid, man.
Nice guy from Kalamazoo.
This nice guy. And I took him to the DJ Fremont office and then introduced him to like Psy and all these guys over there. And then they liked him off rip and they wanted to give him a chance. So then he would come to Chicago every week and stay on my couch. Wow. And I was like, yo, just, somebody did it for me. When I was coming here, when I was making the transition from Kalamazoo to Chicago, I would stay on a friend's couch.
Okay.
So I just kind of passed the buck.
Absolutely.
And, that's what it's about.
Who helped you out?
So it was this guy who doesn't DJ anymore. His name was DJ Bobo.
Okay.
He DJ'd at Mad River. He's from Kalamazoo. And he was the one that convinced me to move to Chicago. Yeah. Because after I got done with college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I was going to go to Atlanta, LA, New York, Chicago.
You wanted to be a DJ,
I wanted to be a DJ, bro.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do, bro.
That's
Ever
awesome.
Since, I can remember, I wanted to DJ.
That's amazing.
So, so I came here and I stayed on his couch and I drove from, Kalamazoo to Chicago every weekend for like 2 years, bro. Until I just moved here.
Just getting your fucking hands dirty.
Just getting my hands dirty, bro. Doing like DJing in the back of a kitchen of a hamburger spot. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, yeah.
Just coming home smelling like burgers and grease, but like still DJing a full night and just getting my my teeth cut on this industry, bro.
Yeah.
So,
doesn't come easy, right?
Not at all. It's not easy, and that's why I'm willing to sit down with you and talk to other people and do like I did Sanu's his podcast or his live stream a couple times. Sat down with his wife.
Yeah, Upside Down Smiley, shout out.
Yeah, man, I love him, and I'm willing to sit down and just kind of help and like show my presence and support wherever it's needed. In Chicago, and people are doing dope stuff, dope strategy. Like they know I support them, and I've done stuff with them before, dude. And I just try to put myself out there because it wasn't easy for me, and like I know the struggle. Yeah. I know like the struggle's real, bro.
I feel like and I don't want to speak out of line, right? Because we're both from the Midwest. I grew up in Indiana. It's nice. Very humble people, right? Like, yeah. I think there's something that I've found from now. This is episode 98, right? Like something that's so
congratulations,
common.
Bro.
Thanks, man.
98 episodes.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But the common theme when I interview Chicago DJs, anybody from the Midwest, is somebody's helped them out.
Yeah.
Right? And that's that Midwest love. So many people are willing to extend the hand and lift someone up, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to see potential in someone, and they have to be willing to drive every single weekend from Michigan, right? It's not like Apollo where you were coming from like 20 minutes away. You're like, I don't want to stay at the burbs, right?
Right.
You were fucking making the journey.
Dude, 2.5 hours, bro.
Yeah, and you lose an hour going back, too.
Yeah, dude. You lose an hour of time, so like...
I know.
Dude, it's a pain in the ass, dude, but I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
That's the beautiful thing, man.
I don't want to do it again, but I would do it again.
It shows a lot about you on both fronts. That one, you're willing to do that, and also help out someone else.
Bro, I drove to Atlanta one time, all based off a gig that this promoter told me I was going to DJ.
Oh shit!
And I got there, and the gig was a total flop. The promoter didn't even fucking pay me, bro, enough to cover my gas. It was bad. So yeah, I definitely grinded it out, man. I've done some pretty like stuff, like I'm just glad it's behind me now. I'm glad I'm like where I'm at now, you know. The growth has been good, man.
But no one probably could convince you to not do that, right? You got to make those mistakes.
I had to. You got to.
Straight up.
You got to, man.
You absolutely have to. You said you wanted to be a DJ since you can first remember.
Yeah.
When was that? What was it like growing up in the house? Did you have
my dad had turntables.
DJ influence?
My dad, he didn't
Mr.
have
Heavy.
He didn't have he had a technique belt driven. So I don't know if you know the difference between belt drive and direct drives.
No, tell me.
So the belt driven was literally a belt around the turntable and the gears, and it would turn. So the belt drive would get worn out easily, so you have to switch the belt out. When they had direct drive, it's more of a kind of an automatic thing.
Okay,
now,
gotcha.
Know? So the belt driven ones weren't meant for scratching, so I could never touch it. I could never touch the turntables. My dad would play these records every weekend. And I would just sit there and like, one day I'm going to touch these turntables. Still never touched them to this day, man. Like, I don't touch dad's turntables, man.
Yeah.
And I just had a love for music then. Back then, though, it was reggae music. Both my parents are Jamaican.
Okay, cool.
So I had a love for reggae music growing up. And then when I got older, I got into like the more hip-hop. And I think I got into like more Biggie and stuff. Like right when Biggie died, I got into hip-hop.
For sure. So this is like early to mid-90s.
Yeah. So like mid-90s, like 96, 97.
Okay.
And I got into hip hop real crazy, and then that's when I got into music. I started burning CDs and listening to them on the bus.
Oh, hell yeah.
And like I just had this collection of music before I was even a DJ.
Yeah.
Because I was downloading illegal music, you know, back then, downloading, stealing the music and shit.
Are we talking, what was it, LimeWire?
Napster. Yeah. I was on Napster when Napster was still a thing, you know.
What a loophole,
dude. And
dude.
And then so when I wanted to DJ. It was pre-Serato, and I knew I wanted to do vinyl records. I knew that was the way to go. All the DJs I've ever looked up to had vinyl records, and I started doing vinyl. But vinyl was harder to get back then because it was like a club of like exclusive DJs that had access to all the dope vinyl. And if you weren't a part of that club, you didn't get the fucking vinyl. So like it was
Soho House, goddamn.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy, dude. I mean, you guys have it so good now where you guys can just literally go on and just download shit from a record pool.
You know, you saw me, I use a USB.
Bro, to be part of a record pool back then, it was like you had to be somebody.
Damn.
Like you had to be somebody. You had to know somebody. I was getting records like secondhand, and this guy's like, "Oh, I had 2 copies. Here's a copy. I'll throw you a bone," type shit. Yeah, it was rough, bro.
Wow.
And so by the time Serato came out, dude, I got on it and just turned the game all the way up, bro. Just switched up, bro.
That's crazy, man. You know, even though you might be a little older than me, that's such a similar story, and you actually made me remember something about myself. Is I always had multiple CDs on me that I would burn for myself.
Yeah.
And I loved burning CDs for who's now still my girlfriend today. I made her fucking CDs. Right? And she'll be the first to tell you they were good fucking CDs. Right? They were good fucking CDs, right?
Yeah.
And I loved giving them to people. And I loved having CDs for, before a lacrosse game, before a high school party or at a high school party. Like,
but that's that DJ mentality, though. You had
I didn't realize
you didn't even know.
No fucking clue.
You didn't even know that.
It was love of wanting to select music. When I got to college, it was wanting to pick the songs, right? And then I started on virtual DJ, right? Just flipping the volumes and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, this is it. This is what it's all. In the corner, I'm like drunk as a freshman. I'm like, this is tight. I got 7 friends in my room, like, yeah, what's going on, right? Like playing fucking Deadmau5 or something.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
It's crazy though, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. I started off in college as well, man.
Yeah.
But I started off late because I couldn't afford the shit. Like, equipment was expensive.
True.
And by the time I got to college, though, I was DJing for a lot of fraternities and sororities.
And you were on Serato then?
I was on Serato then.
So what year did Serato come out?
So Serato came out in 2004, I believe, either 3 or 4. And I didn't get onto Serato for like another 2 years afterwards.
How revolutionary was that to the DJ
It was,
game?
bro, it was a game changer.
Yeah.
It was like, I remember the day it came out because one of my friends, he was rich enough to have this shit when it first dropped.
Rich enough? How expensive was it?
It was like $600-700. But that to a college kid who's not making no real money, that's a lot of money, bro.
It's a car.
I said, yeah, you see, $700 is a lot of money to a kid that just it's not making shit.
Jesus,
you know,
I didn't know it was that much.
Yeah, it was expensive. So I remember when he first got it, and I was like, dude. And I remember going to his house, and like he was just flipping through his songs, and he had the instant cue points. I was like, bro,
oh my god,
this is insane. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And like I worked so hard just to get to Serato, dude. It was like,
you earned it. You earned Serato.
Yeah, I had to fucking grind to pay for that shit, dude.
And you're still in it now today.
Yeah, I still got Serato to this day. It's a lot different now. Now I'm doing Club Kid. I don't have the box no more.
Right.
There's no extra chords, but
oh my god, I remember seeing those
the big box.
You got a whole fucking crew you come in with.
Yeah, dude. But now it's like DJing is so dope because like even guys like you coming with the USB, you guys are changing the game.
Yeah.
You know, and like I know like a lot of these laptop DJs try to come down on the USB DJs, but you guys actually are keeping the art form true because you're still mixing by ear.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
You guys are still mixing by ear. Where a lot of these guys are like staring in their laptops.
Right.
And mixing. You know, you guys are still doing it by ear.
And that's how I learned, honestly. Like, I was lucky enough that I did get a tractor. That was my first controller. Kind of get my hands on there.
Yeah.
It's just so wild, right? To be doing it like, oh, I wish I could just grab the mixer, right?
Yeah.
And I thought I was doing so well, right? And then I had people help me out. I was like, no, you just need to make the transition to CDJs, right?
Yeah.
And my thing, too, why I didn't use a laptop, I had friends that were teaching me they were on laptops. I was like, I don't want to bring my laptop to the college party. I got to go in there with my headphones and a USB. And fuck it. I lose the USB or it breaks or something like that. I guess it was $40.
Yeah, you replace it, yeah.
Yeah, but it really is crazy because it's just like how I know it, right? And everybody's got their toolbox. Yeah. Whether it be Serato, whether it be Ableton, whether it be Logic, whether it be a USB, the important thing is that you're confident in your craft.
Absolutely. And that's the main thing. Right. That's why you say, like, you know, I found, like, I like your energy and whatever. It's confidence, too. And I was always confident. Whether it was like scratching or dropping a track in, you have to play with confidence. You can tell when a DJ is timid and
so
he's dropping.
True.
You can tell. It's like the energy. You can feel the energy. He's overthinking shit, and the song selection is kind of wonky. The remixes are weird, and he's playing the songs out too long. He's not confident in how he's dropping shit. You know, you can feel it. I'm not going to name DJs, but you can go to places and you can be like, "Yo, this DJ's not it tonight. It's just not it."
Yep.
You know, and we have our off nights. I've had my off nights. Everybody has their off nights.
Yeah, of course.
But confidence in like how you drop a song. I've seen guys drop the fucking theme song to Cheers. Shout out to DJ Cy Young.
Cy Young drops?
He drops the theme song to Cheers, but the way he drops it, he'll just drop it and not give a fuck. And he's so confident in it that people will look at him and point and laugh, and then they end up singing in. By the end of the song, they're singing, their arms around their buddy, and they're cheersing, and it's like amazing. And I'm like, bro,
I haven't heard that one before.
That's amazing. I'll literally look at Cy and be like, yo, how the fuck are you pulling this off right now? And he's like, yo, I'm the man.
This is what I do.
This is what I do. But that's that confidence, though. And with confidence, you can play anything you want. But if you play it and you're like, I'm unsure, and you look like you're not, people will see that and eat you right up.
Yep, so true. It's funny you say that because Apollo told a story about when he played All I Want for Christmas Is You in June.
Yeah, I called him out of that shit too. I Instagrammed it.
Did you?
He was at
I heard the shit went well.
It went over real well, and I was like, no way he's gonna play it.
Yeah,
I was like, there's no. But he. Well, I don't know what story he told, but he actually played the version at Concrete Cowboy that went into Fisher losing it.
Okay.
But then, like, it's funny because I Instagrammed that story and I was like, there's no way he's playing this right now. And then literally the next day I went to Tao and I saw Strategy and he played the whole original song in the middle of summer. And I'm like, yo, how are you guys getting away with this shit?
That's bold-faced confidence.
But sometimes it's good to mix that shit up and throw it in there. And then, like, people are just caught off guard. They're expecting to hear Migos or whatever hip-hop song, and then you throw that in. And it just adds a little bit of fun to it. It breaks up the,
totally.
It breaks it up.
I think Chicago has some of the most talented open format DJs because we do take chances.
Absolutely.
Right? It's not the classic like Migos, right? It's not like top 40 isn't like unless it's a certain spot, right?
Right.
Like, you don't go to a big club in Chicago and expect you're going to hear the top hits. You're going to hear some throwbacks. You're going to hear some EDM. Like,
right.
True open format DJs.
Yeah, they get
with heart exist in Chicago.
Absolutely. Some of the best open format DJs actually live here, bro. Like, for sure. Like, I've been around the country and I've been to like some of the spots, and like I get impressed with some of the guys here, and that's why like I try to go above and beyond. Because I'm like, dude, I gotta fucking keep up, man.
Because you're crushing it here too, and you're even saying there's another bar.
Well, I'm crushing it because I got to. Like, I'm looking at these other guys, and I'm older, and I'm like, yo, I'm on the way out, man. Like, these motherfuckers are coming for me, man. Like, these guys are good. They're good. These guys are good, man.
The music scene here is fucking raw, man.
It's very competitive, and I love it.
It is.
And that's why I moved here, because I wanted that competitive, like, I want to be put in with the Metros and the Strategies and the Gordos and the whoever. Like, I want to be put in with those guys and throw me in there and see how I do.
Well, early on, it seems like you've really had that killer mindset, right?
Had to.
You're a great scratcher. When did that come into the...
Right.
I think you're pretty... Look,
I'm okay.
This guy's too humble. You're fucking good. He's fucking good, okay?
I'm okay.
He's fucking good.
I'm all right. I'm not like... Apollo's good. Apollo's good.
Yeah.
Shaw's good. Metro's phenomenal.
They like make a new song.
I just... Look. Listen. I do what I know I can do.
Okay.
So I'm not here trying to reinvent the scratch or try to keep up with like what Metro's doing. It's impossible for me at this point in time. Like, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Yeah.
So like I got my 1-2 finesse, like make it sound good and then drop it in.
I love it.
You know, it's just it's quick, it's easy, it sounds good, and I'm in and out.
And it presses the people.
And it shows whoever DJ is like, yo, okay, he knows a little something.
Right.
A little bit, you know. But I'm not trying to do no crazy routine up there or nothing.
No,
like that.
I understand. And sometimes that can be too much, right?
Sometimes it is. And
sometimes
some clubs frown upon it. And like I said, like I've been DJing in the clubs in Chicago. I've seen the transition from like the EDM to the open format to like now this hip hop phase that we're at.
Yeah.
And they didn't want the scratching back then, bro. Like I remember they come up to like, yo, that thing you're doing with the record? Yeah, stop
it. You're doing with the record.
Just stop. And I'm like, okay. You know.
Are they speaking from the people's mindset, or are they speaking from their own?
They're speaking from their own. A lot of the places I DJ'd at earlier on in my career, they speak from their own.
Did you ever try and take the high road like I know the people want, whether it's a track or scratching?
I played the game, so I'm a little different. So I played the game, and I tried to get in where I fit in.
Yeah.
Early.
Right.
So I got in, and I played the game. I did whatever they wanted. I DJ'd whenever they wanted. Mm-hmm. And I was just trying to get in with good in the industry and good with a lot of these people.
Right.
And then as I evolved, as we all do grow and evolve, they were still trying to treat me like, hey, we need you to do this, A, B, and C, and do this. I'm like, not so much anymore. It's not me no more.
Yeah.
You know, I moved on, and I think you should move on from you telling me like how to play a song.
You're trying to build a brand. You want people to come see a heavy set, not a DJ set.
And that's why I like to this day, Sherm, I don't play at certain places.
Really?
There's certain spots I don't like playing at because they're so involved with the playlist.
God, I know.
You know what I mean? Like it's like they get really involved, and it's not even like, hey, switch the genre up. I can handle that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, play this song and then play this song and then play this song.
Jesus.
And it's like, these songs don't even match BPM, and now I'm just slamming shit together.
Yeah.
And none of this shit makes sense. And who are the people going to look at? The GM or are they going to look at the DJ?
Nah.
They're going to look at me.
Yep.
And I just had to stop taking certain gigs because it was just, hey, do this, now play this and play this. It was too much. It's too fucking much, man.
Well, what did you do to differentiate yourself, even in the line of people like that trying to get in your way?
It's hard, dude. Like, especially in like those type of settings where people are really heavy-handed in the playlist.
Yeah.
It's like you have to do your best to make it sound dope. Mm-hmm. But like for me, I mean, I'm not the good example because I just stopped DJing there. I'm blessed enough to have other gigs and still be kind of in demand.
Yep.
To not have to put up with certain bullshit.
Sure.
Which is
of course.
That, you know.
Right.
But there's other guys that I know that look at me like, oh, I should quit too. I'm like, well, slow down. Like,
yeah.
Like you only DJ here and like maybe another spot. Like, maybe get this underneath your belt because I had to, like I said, I had to cut my teeth and learn and go through all this shit myself, and then I build myself up to the point where I'm like, okay, I don't need this shit no more.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I quit. Like, I don't need this shit no more. I'll go DJ somewhere that people appreciate me and that they trust me. Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest thing I feel like with clubs. They need to trust the DJ. Trust that you're booking me. Trust that I'm going to come in and kill it. And trust my playlist. Now, if I go left, hey, reel me in. For sure.
Sure.
You know, if I'm playing like fucking Tsunami and like nobody's fucking feeling it, like, you know, I'm going in, you know, and then nobody's feeling it, then it's like, okay, well, hey, reel me in. Hey, can you switch it up a little bit?
Right.
All right, cool. Yeah, man, I was going too hard. You know, like, that's fine. It happens to everybody, bro.
But don't you think sometimes at those places that do support you, they think you're a DJ, or they were a DJ, or they are a DJ?
Not at all. A lot of these places, they're not DJs. They're just they're just GMs. They're just managers. They just book tables. Right. That's it. They just book tables. They just run the night, you know. And that's important too. Like, you need somebody to book the tables and to run the night for sure.
They're paying you, right?
They're paying me.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, you have to trust me. And I take requests with like tables. Like, okay, this table's dropping $5,000. Can you play this fucking song? Yeah. Who am I to tell them go fuck off? You know. Yeah. Like, that's unfortunately, like, I would love to be like on some cool DJ shit and be like, oh, no request, fuck you. But no, the truth of the matter is, when you like play a Tao, and you play it underground, and some of these other spots bounce, and they bring out the bottle with the sparklers and shit, and then they're dropping like $10,000 on a, you know, whatever. Yeah. Like, the least you can fucking do is play a song for 30 seconds. Yeah. And get in and get out. You know? And that's how I look at it. They
just want to hear the one part.
They just want to hear the one part. I go in, I get in, get out, and sometimes the shit can be kind of out of hand, but like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, dude. It's the game we play.
You respect the business.
It's the business, because they're not booking. People aren't coming there to see me per se. Mm-hmm. I might get like maybe like 5 to 10 people, but it's still like a 400-person capacity club.
Right.
They're there at the club because the VIP host is selling tables and the management and whoever and whatever. Like, I would love to think that, you know, I have 500 people to come see me at Tao, but that's not the case.
Sure.
It's like, they put me on the flyer, cool, I might get like maybe 30. I think like when I headlined at Tao, I had about 80 people come out and see me, which was amazing.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It was good. And it was dope. But like, it wasn't 80 people in a room full of like 500.
Right.
It's nothing.
Yeah, you respect the game.
So I respect the game. So like I said, if I see somebody celebrating a birthday or whatever, you know, I play a song. I play fucking in the club for them. You know,
I want that.
You got to do it. It's just the game. But that's part of the work. That's part of the business.
Right.
You know?
Well, what keeps you coming back then after all these years of DJing?
The love for it, bro.
Yeah, the music.
I love it. It's weird as it sounds.
Is it still the same love from the first day you wanted to do it till now?
The same fucking love.
I love that.
And the reason why I stopped playing those gigs because I was falling out of love with it. That's some real shit. I was falling out of love DJing because I was walking into these spots miserable, knowing that I'm gonna be fucking talked to about the music. They're gonna give me a fucking playlist.
Right.
They're gonna have me do this bullshit. I'm not gonna be able to play what I want. I'm gonna sound stupid all fucking night because I'm slamming Taylor Swift with Yo Gotti or some crazy shit like that, and it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
You don't like it.
So yeah, I hate it, dude. Like, who likes that shit? So at the end of the day, like, I had to do gigs that still pay the bills. Mm-hmm. That's important.
Right.
But like, they still give you some sort of creative control.
Yeah.
In that freedom to let me do what I want. So if I want to do like a throwback Biggie set or a Kanye set, I can do a Kanye set, and then everybody can still be happy, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
The people are happy. The club's happy. It's like, you know, I don't know, dude.
Well, it's funny. You kind of described like a cubicle office.
That's what it feels like sometimes.
You come in, here's the constructs, here's the calls you got to make, here's the deliverables you have to reach, here's what your boss is saying to you, right?
Yeah.
You want to go into a startup type environment or creative concepts where they want you to be who you are and they want you to be the best version of yourself, right? They manage you rather than the business. Take care of your employees, they're going to take care of your fucking business.
Right. That's how it is. So with you, so question with you is, how is it for you DJing in the city? You know how it is for me.
Yeah.
Now, but how is it for you?
I love it, man. I definitely, like I said in the beginning, before we got on air,
5 years, right? Here.
Yeah, 5 years in Chicago.
Okay.
So I played a lot of shitty gigs in the beginning. I came from Indiana. I didn't have any connections.
It's hard to have those, bro.
You got to go up to people, right?
Bro,
you got to introduce yourself.
Hard.
Because there's a lot.
Hard, man.
Right? And
the breaking the Chicago industry is fucking hard.
It's very difficult.
It's hard.
Once you're in, you're kind of in, right?
Yeah, once you're in, you're good.
But it's not that easy.
Dude, I know guys that DJ like in Chicago that still haven't really been accepted all the way. Like they're still struggling. I'm like, they're asking me for help. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you.
I got lucky, man. Like I found the right people that helped me out. It's hard, dude. Like I feel your pain. I get it. It's hard.
You have to do something, like I said, that's why I like asking that question. What do you do to differentiate yourself, right? So I was like, all right, I don't have to be the best DJ or even the best producer to make it in Chicago, but if I do a podcast, I know that other people aren't doing that, and I really do love that.
Yeah.
And I can also have these awesome, genuine relationships and connections with people and talk to them outside the confines of the club when people try and meet people. Yeah. That's not my scene, man. Like, when I was single and I thought that, I could go and pick up chicks and talk to them in the club, that's not me. That's not who I am, right? I come up and I try and be someone I'm not. Look at me, dude. I'm like a fucking half Jewish guy from Indiana, man, with a high squeaky voice, right? But I love who I am.
But you gotta own it, though.
Exactly.
You own it and you can brand it. Like, I'm a bigger guy, bro. Like, I'm a big black dude. I should be working fucking security. But I'm DJing a lot of these spots where predominantly white people are there and they're paying a lot of fucking money.
You fucking own it, baby.
And I own it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You see like Carnage, you see DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Like these guys aren't traditional fucking Pauly D looking motherfuckers,
so
bro.
true.
Like they come up and they own who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I own the heavy brand. I own being the bigger guy, and I own like this nice guy personality and coming in and like just finding dope shit. I dig harder than most DJs, bro.
Yeah.
I really when I sit down and I start digging for music, like I fucking dig. Like I don't just go to
fun,
shout out to DJ City, but I'm just going to DJ City and select the top 55 tracks there on the side.
Yeah.
Like I fucking go in like Beatport and I'm finding like some fucking random shit.
Right.
And I'm making bootlegs off of that shit. Or like you know, it's like I dig hard, dude. I listen to a lot of these big name DJ sets like Diplo and whatnot, and I'll see what they're playing.
Right.
And I'll try to incorporate some of the shit that they're playing into my sets. Like I just do the work. That's
I love that. You're a hard worker.
I do the work and then I make my own shit too. So like it's important. I don't know if you make your own edits, but it's important to make your own edits as well.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
even it's a simple acapella in, acapella out, or just whatever. Like I just do my own edits. And not all my own edits, but I make a lot of edits.
Or even if they're unknown edits.
Yeah, and I just do a lot of edits, dude, and like that just puts me apart because now I'm playing something that you're not playing.
I love that. I got a secret folder that I won't even give my closest DJ
See,
friends.
there you go.
I wouldn't
and hold on to that shit.
I would give you a lot.
I got my computer right there, bro.
All right. We'll talk after.
But yeah, you gotta hold on to that shit though, man. Like, cause like that's what puts you like in a different level, so like I play like I don't know, Travis Porter, A Ladies, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's like acapella in, but then I have like this acapella out that goes into like a looped out acapella that I can scratch in something else, or I can do something.
Sick.
It's just something different. It's not a lot, but it's a little shit that you do in your set that adds a little bit of flair and a little bit of like spice to it that people notice. Mm-hmm. And now you're playing a song that they've heard maybe 1,000 separate times, but now it sounds different.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Well
and
said.
That's how you keep shit fresh.
That's so true.
That's how you keep shit fresh, bro.
You got to be original, and I'm always trying to do that, right? With what you just said. If it's an edit that's unknown, if it's my own taste, like I grew up listening, like the rapper I loved the most was Wiz Khalifa, right? Like
Wiz is dope.
I'm talking like fucking first mixtape, Grow Season, right? Like I'll drop some old school shit. I always drop, if I can, The Thrill. That's like my high school friends track when we would party like into college and now, and it's like if I can connect with one person in the crowd, that's how I read the crowd, and that's my favorite part about it, Chicago is like you can play to the masses, right? And you can be a general DJ. That's when I started to get sick of it, right? Because I thought I had to be what I thought a general DJ would be at these bigger clubs and stuff. But I was like, nah, like I need to be who I want them to see me as, right? So I would play my own type of shit like you were talking about. Secret edits. Yeah. I'd always cater, but I read a group, right? And I see, are they digging this, right? Because it's those people who are on the dance floor or at the tables who are going to spread that energy. I can only do so much with my music and the mic, right? That just gets them going. That lights the fucking fuse. But what's at the end of that fuse? How big is that fucking dynamite? Yeah. Is it everybody in the club, or is it one little guy in the corner that loves the thrill? I'm happy to blow him up, but, you know.
But see, like, what's dope about what you're saying, though, is if you play the thrill, you know, you don't know who's in the audience that loves Wiz Khalifa.
Exactly.
You know,
that's what I do.
That's why, like, when you switch it up, it's okay. You can play Act Up. They heard it for like the 5th time that night or whatever. Or you play something different. That, you catch people's attention.
Right.
Yo, this motherfucker's a real Wiz Khalifa fan.
Right.
Like, wow.
Right. Yeah.
Oh. Well, you play like what is this? And Say Yeah. And Say Yeah. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
One night in town. Yo, that was the
that
shit.
That track's hot.
That was the shit. What did he sample? Alice DJ. That was the shit, bro. Like that was a great fucking track.
That's gotta come back.
But if you play that though, the real people who fuck with Wiz Khalifa are gonna look at you and be like, wow, look at this guy. Like he knows his shit.
Right, and that's not top 40. That's not like
right.
A
But you hit a certain genre. Like I remember one time, somebody was DJing, and they played like Wu-Tang, and it was like Wu-Tang Triumph. And
a deep cut almost,
bro. And I don't know if you know, but like Wu-Tang Triumph, there's like no real chorus. It's just like the whole Wu-Tang just spitting.
It's almost like
bars.
a cipher.
It's like a cipher.
Yeah.
And I was fucking blown away by the amount of people that knew all the words.
Oh shit!
Like at that point, every closeted Wu-Tang fan came out the woodworks and was singing. And then at that moment, I knew I can't just take shit off the table because I think they might not know it.
Right.
Like, people know shit, bro. Like, there's people that listen to music outside of the top 40 shit.
Yeah.
For sure. So, yeah, dude. I encourage you to play those random tracks, Little Uzi or whoever it is, just the B-side tracks.
That goes for every DJ out there.
Every DJ, even house. Don't just play the regular top, whatever. Like I said, I dig deep.
Yeah.
I find like what I like to like. There's a certain type of house music that I really fuck with and I love. Mm-hmm. And I stick to that, and I'll try to find like remixes in that same cadence or that same genre,
That's the interesting thing today as well, maybe in house music more specifically, right? Like, there's no barrier to entry. You were talking about how expensive it was to buy Serato.
It was expensive.
Fucking 17-year-old homies out in Algonquin, Illinois can get a 2-deck mixer from their mom for $200 for Christmas, illegally download Logic and Serato, and by the time they're 20 years old, they're incredible producers, right?
Yeah.
So you go digging deep for these types of people's music that's really high quality but unique. I got so much stuff that's filled up with that.
You ever go on the blogs and look up music?
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's digging, bro. That's digging. Like,
you got it.
You go on the blogs, you try to see what's hot. You download these edit packs and you go through every fucking edit. You listen to them. You like some of them are shit, but you find that one fucking gold nugget.
It was all worth it,
and it was worth it.
Yeah.
And then you play it, and then you get other DJs going, "What the fuck is that?" And you like, you just feel like, yes. Got you, motherfuckers,
dude, And there's no better feeling.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
You save that track, right? And you like kind of like see a track when you listen to it, you're like, I know exactly when this is gonna work. Maybe my next set or the set after that isn't the right time.
Yeah.
But I'm loaded up on that playlist and I'm gonna know the right time.
Like yesterday I played a Yummy remix, but it was like Justin Bieber's Yummy instrumental, and it was Rihanna's This Is What You Came For acapella.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I dropped it, and I saw Mr. Shaw, shout to Shaw, come running from across the fucking room, saying, "What the fuck is this?" And like, you gotta live for those type of moments, bro. Yeah. Like, it's like it's little shit like that. And then from there, I went into like a remix of Yummy or some shit like that. It was another remix or some shit like that. But like, the point is like, I try to make those moments and try to be spontaneous and like just different.
Sure.
And that's one of those things that set me apart, dude. That's what the whole Caution is Heavy comes from, because somebody was like, "Yo, your mixes and your edits are so dope. They need to come off a Caution label, bro." And I was like, "Yo," and he's like, "Yo, Caution is Heavy," and I was like, "That's a fucking great idea." And I just
who is that? Because shout out to them. I didn't realize that was kind of the background. Makes sense now.
Yeah, because I always try to dig deep and play just random different shit, bro. I'll give you my edits before I leave here, bro.
Bro,
how about that?
I mean, you're crushing downtown Chicago.
I'll give you my edits, man.
I know you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're humble, and I love that. But you're an expert when it comes to building the energy, right? And
you have to be, and then like, because I've been put in like I was put in like certain clubs where it was like energy. We need more energy. We need more energy, and I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
How to do that
on the spot?
On the spot, because it'll be like. The bottles are going out. Okay, can you drop, I don't know, fucking AC/DC? Okay, now the crowd's like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Bottle presentation goes out. Now pick it back up. Right now, energy, and you had to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the one thing I will say about DJing, like these champagne lounges or bottle clubs, service-driven clubs.
Yeah.
Is like, you learn how to build energy real quick because people are just chilling in these spots and you have to turn it into like a fucking frenzy.
True.
And it's not easy. It's not fucking easy, bro.
It's not.
Even last night, I was DJing at Social, and they're like, yo, can you do us a favor? Like, you know, the other DJ wasn't hitting the mark. Can you kind of pick the energy up?
Sure.
Like, we know you know how to do that. Just like, I'm like, what do you want to hear? Your typical energy set, bro. And I'm just like, I get that all the time. Yo, energy. And I'm just like,
yeah, just do a good job.
Dude, I want to change my name to DJ Energy, bro. Like, it's just, like, you know, it's like one of those things, bro. I hear it so much. Yo, can you pick that? Yo, your energy. Like, I had a friend tell me, like, yo, going to one of your fucking, like, nights, like, you DJ is really fucking exhausting. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment
DJ exhausting.
Bro, I don't know if that's a compliment or, like, a backhanded compliment. Like, yo, this is a lot of energy, dude. Like, I get tired. And I'm like, what?
Shit.
So that's my biggest thing, man. Like right now, if you ask me like what's my biggest weakness in DJing, it's like it's too much energy.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like I have to know how to slow it down. Like I've seen DJs like play Yummy in the middle of a set and it'll just work because people are tired. Get people a chance to go to the bar, get people a chance to kind of grind it out with a girl. Like I'll see like a dude dance with a girl. I'm like, nah, fuck that. And they're like
tsunami,
you know, fucking rage. I want to see, and like my thing is, I want to see hands in the air at all time, and like that's not feasible for 4 hours. You know?
Right.
It's like you gotta have those, you know, valleys and peaks and highs and lows, and then in my heart, my thing is I don't take it low enough. Sometimes you gotta bring it down to build back up.
Yeah.
And that's like my biggest issue, man.
Well, I love that you're still trying to. I mean, you're always trying to improve.
Always, dude.
You've identified a weakness though.
Yeah, but I don't have it figured out, dude. And you'd be shocked how many these DJs say they have it figured out and they don't know, dude. Like they don't know.
Right.
You know, they're still trying to figure it out themselves. Like, at least, I'm just happy that I found my sound and my brand.
Yeah.
And that's all I can ask for. And I just gotta stay relevant, man.
That's true, man.
That's it.
But you know what? You work with some of the best companies in Chicago. I want to know more about your relationship with DJ Firm specifically, and also Music Trust as well. You mentioned Cy Young.
So when I was in Chicago, and I told you how hard it was breaking into this market.
Yeah.
I moved here, and it was like nobody was giving me a shot. Like I would run into these DJs, I would go to like promoters and people and like just talk to them.
You're cold calling
and just cold calling people and just asking for a shot. I'm like, yo, I promise if you listen to me play, I'll turn this shit out. And it just wasn't happening. And it was to the point like me and my wife, we had moved to Gold Coast. Off rip when we first moved here, and the rent was like extremely high, and like it's just like you go from paying like, you know, a couple $100 in Kalamazoo to like paying like $2-3 grand
you chose the
a
Gold
month.
Coast,
of Gold Coast.
Fucking go for it, baby.
Bro, and so like we were just struggling. I'm not talking about we're eating fucking noodles every fucking night for like just struggling, dude.
What's your wife's name?
Nevada.
Shout out to Nevada for fucking topping it through.
Yeah, man. And we ate noodles and it was just rough. We were broke, bro. We were just getting just enough. I was living off of her checks because like I was only making like maybe $400 a week.
Right.
That was it. Now you can't survive off of Chicago on that.
Hell no.
Chicago will swallow you up and spit you out.
One night sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was about to quit DJing. I was about to quit DJing. I was about to give up, and I heard of Cy Young, and I said, all right, let me just give this guy a call because I've heard stories about Cy Young.
Yeah.
And I said, let me just call this guy, and I contacted a friend, the same guy who put me in touch with Apollo.
Okay.
He also knew Cy Young. He called Cy Young up, and he was like, yo, I got this DJ. He just moved from Michigan. Like, he needs a helping hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Cy at the time was rebranding and like establishing a DJ firm.
Okay.
He had just like I want to say like he literally just got the LLC, and he brought me on, and he heard me talk, and like we talked, you know, just like how we're talking, we talked.
Yeah.
I introduced myself, and it was funny because Cy has like the most extreme ADD in the world.
Really?
Right? Yeah. So as I'm talking to him, I can see him like on his phone, doing something else, and I'm talking, and he's not paying a lick of fucking attention anymore.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, man, I'm losing this guy. Like, if I don't make a connection now, this is gonna be it.
Right.
And I see he has a Jamaican flag in the background, and I was like,
oh shit,
are you Jamaican by chance? He goes, yeah, and he just put his phone there and goes, yeah, why? And I'm like, well, both my parents are Jamaican. He goes, what? And after that, he was like, yo, I'm gonna help you out, bro.
Oh.
I'm gonna help you out. And it was like, yo, it just happened. And then after that, like, Cy kind of put me on bitch duty. Like, it was like, he would call me up, yo, I need you to DJ this gig. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to run here and do this.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're hungry,
you loved it.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
So, like, he'd
like
be
an
like...
intern.
Yeah, it was like intern. Like, he put me through the ropes, bro. Like, I've done, like, yo, go DJ this spot. What do I need to know? Just fucking DJ, bro. Just go do it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. I'm walking in, it's like a school gig. I'm like, I didn't prep for this at all. Like, you know, it's like he just throw me in the most random shit.
Yeah.
But I did that for so long, and he was like, you know, he told me he had a DJ firm, he was building it, and it was just me and Cy, and we literally built the DJ firm to like what it is now, and we brought on DJ Jem on board.
Yeah.
And then when we brought Jem on board, it was like one of those things where Jem came in and he added structure. Like the DJ firm was still just something loosely that we just kind of had.
Right.
It was just kind of like, yo, we just had the DJ firm. It was just some whatever.
Right.
We weren't really booking. You were still booking Cy Young. You weren't booking the DJ firm. It was just booking DJ Heavy. You weren't booking the DJ firm.
Yeah.
But when Jem came aboard, he came on and he actually took part ownership of the company, and he structured it. Okay, we have this. We're gonna do this, and here's how we're gonna do this. Here's how we're gonna market, and we're gonna attack it like this.
Right.
So at that point in time, I then became kind of helping them out to just kind of being like a worker. So now I'm just contracted through the DJ firm.
Okay.
That's my relationship with them. So like even though like I claim DJ firm and I helped build that company, I'm a contracted worker.
Sure.
Just like with Music Trust.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I'm really excited and I'm happy that the DJ firm is what it is. You know.
It's huge, man.
It's huge, and like with it being what it is, I also knew that I had to kind of stand out. So like I still do a lot of stuff with the DJ firm, and I still work with them. Those are my guys, and those will forever be my guys.
Yeah.
But like I focused a lot on like my own branding.
Yeah.
You know, I had my own LLC, so I'm branding myself and trying to build something similar, because I don't want to DJ in the club for like another 10, 20 years, you know?
No.
I don't want to be there doing that. So I'm trying to figure out an exit plan. Like a lot of DJs are my age are trying to figure out an exit strategy plan.
But still be involved.
But still be involved.
Right.
Like Clayton's a good example.
Oh, yeah.
Clayton doesn't really DJ at a lot of these rap races like we have to. Like we got to fight for, like he's not DJing at Joy and all these other stuff. You see Clayton come out and DJ, it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh shit, Clayton's DJing in the city.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to get to that level.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So when I come out, it's like, oh shit. Heavy stepping, because Clayton doesn't have to. He has the Music Trust and he has everything going for him.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other stuff. He's getting money other ways. But when he DJs, it's like, yo, he's at Fremont tonight. We gotta go.
Right.
Like shit. Like we gotta see this guy. You know, we don't see him often.
Dude,
when's the last time you saw Clayton DJ?
I went back to back from the Roof on the Wood, actually.
How long ago was that?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I was so happy because he doesn't play a lot of house music, right? And he knows that I love to DJ house when I can.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'm going to come a little early. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go back to back.
Yeah, there you go.
He said Sherman Chappelle.
Sherman Chappelle.
Yeah. It was,
hey, man, that's not
but he's
bad.
a great DJ. It was so funny you were talking about Serato, right? Because he's a Serato DJ, and seeing how he would DJ with like even just something like the BPM, right? So he mixes it in and still matches it, even if the BPM's a little off, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I gotta be 120.24 or whatever it is. I gotta be right on there. It was just so cool to go back to back with someone like of his caliber, right? His style. But you're so right.
Yeah, I mean, dude. So going past the DJ firm and then moving my relationship with Music Trust.
Yeah.
I remember like I was trying to get in with the Music Trust for a long time, dude.
Me too.
I emailed Clayton. You made me wait for so long. I emailed Clayton like for like a year straight. Not a year straight. I emailed him for a few months. And I was like, yo, I want to get in. And Jem was like, yo, just send him dates.
Yeah.
To send him dates. Send him availability. Mm-hmm. So Clayton would always look at it and just be like, we don't have anything for you this month.
Right.
Cool. I'll email you next month.
Right.
Nothing this month.
Right.
So at one point, I just stopped emailing him. Because I'm like, yo, this is not going anywhere. Like, there's no point in me sending this guy dates. And one fucking day, bro, he hit me up. And he's like, yo, can you DJ Roof at the Wit? And I was like, yeah. What do you need? Yo, it's a very chill spot, all house music.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I actually fucking love house music, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I can do a chill house music set with my eyes closed.
Was it the 9 to 11:30 spot?
It was a happy hour spot. I was just doing happy hour.
It's a great spot.
And so I would do the happy hour slots, and it was like a 5-hour slot.
Yeah.
And I would go in, and he was just like, he wouldn't hear any complaints. And so one day they asked me, they asked Clayton for somebody to do the Kentucky Derby, which was like house music, but they needed somebody to get on the microphone and talk and read the whole script.
Oh shit!
And all these DJs were backing out because they didn't want to fucking read the script.
Yeah.
They didn't, And I was like, I'll fucking read a script, Read the script, cool.
Yeah.
So I went in, I dressed up, I put on this. I still got the picture. I got this like fucking jacket. I dressed up, tie, shirt, and everything.
Oh shit!
It's the Kentucky Derby because I knew everybody else was gonna be dressed up.
Oh hell yeah!
I showed up, DJ, read the script, and after that, I started getting closing gigs.
There we go.
And it was just like, yo, they loved you, bro. Come on in.
That's amazing, man.
And I started getting closing gigs, and then slowly but surely, they started putting me on Fremont, and then not Benchmark, 80 Proof, and a few other spots. And they started putting me on.
Well, that's how it goes, right? Yeah, earn your stripes.
Yeah, but it's just that grind though, which I can appreciate. You saying you're grinding, like you're in it now, bro. And it gets better. Believe me, it gets better, bro. Like, stay true and just grind it out, dude. Like, it pays off.
I agree.
For sure. Sure.
And I meant that so genuinely before we got on there. Like, that's one thing. Like, I'm a humble person, right? And I'm not gonna say I've worked harder than people, but I know how hard I've worked to get those types of gigs over other people, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And it's been a hell of a fucking journey on the DJ front itself, right?
Yeah.
But it's made me a much more resilient, self-confident, and humble person.
That's good.
Because I know how competitive it is.
It is. It's very competitive.
Right?
Bro,
like,
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How's your March looking? We're in February now. It's the beginning of February. How's your March looking?
How's my March looking?
Yeah, how's your March booking looking?
A little busy, but I can make some room. You know what?
No, I'm asking. Like, are you booked all the way? Because I'm almost filled up myself.
Dude, it's cool.
So, but you see that.
Yeah.
So people seeing this now, like, it's February. It's the beginning of February,
and we're
really booked March all the way up damn there.
It was never like that.
And it was never. It had, bro. I don't know how it got so cutthroat, but like, if you waited to like the middle of, I used to remember people used to wait till the middle of the month to book the next month. Like, no, you got to start booking. Like, so when March 1st hits, I'm already booking April, and I should have my schedule done.
Yo, it's true.
Like, and that's just what it is. Because if you don't,
you crush it with the monthly schedules too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you fucking Avi Sick, Luca.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, man.
You got to, bro.
You gotta. I think DJing is sport.
It is.
You gotta practice off hours, right?
Yeah.
When it's game time, you gotta work hard.
Yeah.
You gotta win the fucking game, right?
You gotta win the game.
The bar manager is the ref. You gotta fucking get to know the ref. Right?
You got to, man.
The first down ref is the waitresses that bring me drinks. Right?
Hey, you got security at the door, man.
Security at the door, man. That's, it's the water boys, whatever you want to fucking say, right? It is, man.
That's true.
But I mean, and I just want to shout out DJ Firm and Music Trust because they do so much for the city, right?
They do.
And I think a lot of people that go to these venues don't understand what goes on behind the scenes.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, dude, and a lot of politics, a lot of just chasing money down. Like half the shit. Like when you're an entrepreneur, you gotta chase your shit down. Like
sucks.
It sucks. You got to chase people down for your checks sometimes, dude. And with like a company like Music Trust and DJ Firm, it's always good because it's one less thing I have to do. If I DJ, it's a check in the fucking mail. If I DJ at Fremont, I sit back, I get a check a week or two later.
Yep.
Cool. Don't have to worry about it.
I forget about it.
Yeah, you forget it. You like, oh, it's like a present, like a Christmas present. It's like, I got a check today. All right. How much is this for? Oh shit!
Oh,
this is great.
Right.
Happy birthday to me. It's my birthday.
How many what is this for?
But then when you gotta chase down like a fucking $250 check, it's just the worst shit ever. Because like, sometimes people don't want to cut checks. They take their time cutting checks. It's just so you appreciate the little things that those guys do.
It's professionalism, gate to gate, right?
Yeah.
And that's why, and you answered my question, right? Like, why is it important for the music scene here, for the DJs and also the patrons? Because if the DJs are happy and they're getting paid, we're going to fucking show that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
I'm so passionate about that, but
yeah,
you were talking a lot, and I know you went through a weight loss period, right?
Yeah.
What was that like for you, like while you're doing everything? Because
it's hard, bro.
In a nightlife industry, right? Like to eat healthy and exercise.
I've battled with weight issues damn near my whole life, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's like,
dude, you look great.
I'm still so.
Well, you look fucking good.
Well, so I don't know if you ever see my old pictures, but
I saw some on Instagram today.
So I have really old pictures where I'm just super big,
yeah,
and just super I was 100 pounds heavier,
yeah.
But it's something I've always battled. And even now, I did the upside down smile.
Yeah.
And
I love that interview.
Yeah, and it was a good interview. But since then, just with anything, I have my ups and my downs.
Yeah.
And with my wife being pregnant, it's really fucking hard to eat healthy. And I'm not putting it on her because it's my decision too. But it's yeah, I can eat this salad or I can just get tortillas with you.
Yeah, because that's what she wants.
It's okay, well, this is right there.
Right.
I'll just have so it's one of those things where it's I know in my head that I'm always gonna have that battle.
Yeah.
No matter what, I'm not blessed with those good genes where I can eat like 3 burgers from 5 Guys and a shake and then not gain any weight.
Right.
I do that and then I'm up 10 pounds a week later. So it's one of those things where I know that I'm always gonna have that battle and I can acknowledge it, and the only thing I can do is just always focus on working on myself.
Absolutely.
I'm always getting in the gyms, trying to stay active. And I'm never gonna be as skinny as you, but
I'm just a little guy. That's the only reason I'm skinny.
But I'm never gonna be as skinny as you, and I can accept that, and I can understand it, and I can still know that I have value, even though I'm a bigger guy.
Absolutely. I mean, my question to you is, what did you learn from that aside from necessarily health aspect, right? What did you learn mentally about yourself?
Mentally, it was a journey, dude. I did a liquid diet.
Shit.
And it was crazy.
Did you really?
I did a liquid diet.
Fuck.
And I never felt like I was gonna die until I did a liquid diet. But but when you do that though, it clears your head. I don't know. Every other day, I feel like I need to become a vegetarian. Do you eat meat?
I feel like I need to become a vegetarian. I try and actively not eat meat. Unless it's a steakhouse or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll choose just a non-meat option. I think the concept has changed of vegetarian a lot. It's no, I don't eat meat. It's no, a lot of things just don't already have meat. We just add meat to it.
We add meat to it, yeah.
Right.
For sure. A salad or something like that. But even outside, I just thought vegetarian was just salad. But there's other vegetarian options now.
Dude.
For sure.
Lots.
Even Burger King has a fucking the Impossible Burger.
Yeah. Beyond Meat, a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of that shit, man. And it's just it's making it easier to become a vegetarian nowadays. Mm-hmm. And I think, and it's the first time I've actually said this out loud, but I think I might have to start heading that route.
You think?
I think so, man.
Good for you, man.
Just because of the stuff they're doing to the meat is kind of insane.
I told you I work in logistics, bro. I'm not even gonna tell you.
Yeah, I don't even want to know.
Man. Yeah.
I want to know.
I work with a lot of meat customers.
Oh, they just throw it in the back of a fucking truck and put some dry ice in there and move it.
Bro, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's something that everybody knows, right? And now there's all these documentaries coming out about it.
Yeah.
And so many different aspects.
What the health and all that other shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And there's no beating around the bush, but I do see health on a global front, especially in our generation, being top of mind. Mm-hmm. Let's get the vegetarian option instead.
Yeah.
I mean, and people think it's it doesn't fill me up. One, motherfuckers ain't drinking enough water.
Yeah, that's true. That's the truth.
Anytime I hear somebody say I'm still hungry, I'm like, did you drink any water?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. How I lost a lot of that weight, because I lost a massive amount of weight in like 6 months.
Yeah.
I drank a fucking 3 liters of water every fucking day.
Yeah.
Walk
around with a fucking jug
that. Bro, I have this fucking huge jug at the house. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. It's a massive fucking jug.
Jesus.
And I would drink. My goal was to drink this whole jug. It was 3 liters. Just drink it.
Holy shit.
Just drink it every day.
It's a lot of water.
It was a lot. I kind of got away from it now, but I got to get back on it, dude. I know what I got to do to lose the weight again, but like I said, it's with the kids coming now. I'm gonna get back on it, man.
Good.
It's one of those things but it's hard though because I stopped drinking too.
Yeah.
And in the industry like Chicago nightlife. It's impossible. We're drinking right now,
Well, cheers.
Cheers. But alcohol is a hard poison to give up. It is poison, but it's a hard poison to give up.
Yeah.
Especially I would go out and say, I'm not drinking. Why aren't you drinking?
Right.
That question, why aren't you drinking? Well, you can't take one shot with me.
Yeah,
One shot. What's it gonna do? And it's hard, dude. It's hard to tell people no, and then they're so persistent sometimes.
It's fucked up.
It's the industry.
It's a social construct of
the
nightlife industry, and it's not. I would say it's not once you're in it, like at sort of our level, right? Like we're willing to say, I don't want to drink. Like if you said I'm not drinking tonight, I'm not gonna push it down to you, right?
Yeah.
But it's people that come to see you.
Yeah, it's hard.
Bro, and I feel bad.
One time I was just recently at Underground, and I was driving. I didn't feel like drinking.
Yeah.
And this dude came up, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're killing it!" And I'm like, "All right, well, thank you, bro." He's like, "Can I get you a drink?" No, I'm not drinking tonight.
Yeah.
Cool. Next thing you know, the bartender walks up with a drink, and I'm like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
The dude down there gave you a drink. I'm like, dude. And he's like, yeah, I'm drinking, take a drink.
God damn it.
And I'm like,
it's not a joke.
Like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Like, I don't want to drink tonight.
It's not a joke.
You know? So, like, now I try to limit my drink. I try to limit my drinking to, like, at least 2 times a week. Mm-hmm. And it's usually just the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, or Saturdays or Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
And that's it.
I can't take the weekday gigs very often. If I do, it's no drinking at all. Because I got work the next day, man. I gotta be fucking.
Yeah, you got responsibilities.
I'm in at 7 a.m. Shit.
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Shit.
7 a.m. to 4:30, 5 o'clock.
I didn't wake up till 11 today.
I'm tired a lot. That's why I do these interviews, because I forget that I'm tired. I'm talking. I'm face to face.
Get you a Red Bull, bro.
But bro, I mean, it's just it's the hustle, right? It's been a really good ebb and flow actually for me to have the highs and lows of the music, and also the same thing at my day job too, right? Like it's nice to go into my job and it be nothing about everything. And I think when I was only trying to focus on everything, it was like do it all at the same time. That's when I felt stressed, right? But if I took things one at a time and limited my focus, that's when I really felt something change. I can't remember where I heard this. Are you familiar with Tony Robbins? He's a big motivational speaker.
Oh, I thought I have heard him before.
And there's this thing that he always talks about, right? And it's like when you hold up a piece of paper to the sun, right? And it goes to one little spot, and it's focused, right? And the fucking sun burns through that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go one piece of paper at a time.
Yeah.
Right? And all the energy that comes through that goes fucking right through.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy, actually.
Yeah, and I love that shit. And I had so many pieces of paper up and Post-its and whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? And it was overwhelming for me. And it's been a blessing in disguise having the change of pace, right? And it's probably a similar thing with your wife and your family.
Yeah, for sure.
You go to her, do you bring work home, so to speak?
Nah, not at all.
Right,
like when I come home, I leave everything in the club.
Right.
You know? She asked me how my night is, and I kind of gave her like a vague synopsis, like, oh, it was okay,
Somebody
it was whatever.
$5,000
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go in and be like, yeah, well, this chick came and stressed me out, and this manager said this to me, and I'm gonna take it out on you and have an attitude. Yeah. Like I leave it all in the club, dude. Like I don't bring work home, dude. And it's
that's good. It helps keep balance, right?
It keeps balance and it keeps a happy marriage for sure.
For sure, man.
I
know. I'm the same thing with my girlfriend too.
How long you and your girl been together?
Man, I took her to junior prom about 10 years ago.
Oh, what?
Long time. She was my first high school girlfriend. She's my first real girlfriend. I had a girlfriend in 6th grade on AIM, so that was pretty good.
AIM?
Yo.
That's throwback right there.
Yeah, that was good.
Shit.
Yeah, funny story.
You've got mail.
Yeah, you've got mail, right? I was really good at talking to her on there. This was when I was figuring life out.
Yeah.
Right? I had one of my friends that was a girl that lived in my neighborhood ask her out for me, right? And I was like, boom. She said yes. I was like, walked past me in the hallway. I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous, right? And then we go home, we start typing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? But that was like that time in life. But yeah, my girlfriend has always been incredibly supportive of me.
That's important.
She gets that this is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So I told her a while ago, I was like, look, I don't expect you to come to my gigs and stuff, right? Like, I'd rather it be almost a separate life. And it means so much when she does come to a show. Yeah. It's almost like fucking Clay coming out to the city. It's like, oh, big deal. Shout out Maya. Maya's coming out tonight, right? Yeah. It's so funny because every time, it's funny, you're talking about the drinking, anytime she comes out, all my friends are buying drinks for her. They're like, Maya, Sherm's DJing, let's have a good time. Nice. But it's incredible stability for me, so I love her very much, and I try and...
10 years? You guys been together for 10 years?
Yeah, we had a little overlap, in college, and we got back together once we moved to Chicago, and we both figured things out a little bit more.
You guys left each other and found your way back to each other. Huh?
Yeah. Yes. Damn. It was incredible. So we went to college, and then shit was fucking crazy there, man. I mean, I was in a frat, she was in a sorority.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it was really tough to be together alone, right? And when you're constantly around a bunch of people trying to be in a relationship, a committed relationship,
it's hard.
It's hard when everybody else around you is single, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
So I had a lot of negative energy in my life, and once I got all that out,
but you recognize that. That's dope.
I recognize that hard, and I've admitted mistakes. And
how old are you?
27.
27. Okay.
Yeah.
I was 28 by the time I got married.
Yeah. Oh, we're on the path.
Yeah.
I guess there's the official announcement, right?
I was gonna say.
We're on the same page there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to be close on that pace, dude. Like that's crazy. That's a long time.
Well, your wife, she's a nurse, right? She's got her own
a nurse.
Thing
she's
going
a registered nurse. She has her own thing going on. But I met her in college as well.
Yeah.
And we were together 5 years before she started looking at me. It was like, so.
Yeah,
the fuck is up?
I'm lucky.
Like, what's really good?
I guess I like to say we cut it in half because.
Yeah, there you go.
The person you are in high school is really the shell of who you are when you grow up, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm still the little Matt Sherman that.
But what's crazy? You guys left and found each other way back to each other. Yeah. It's not really easy to do. You don't really see that. Like you see that in like Jennifer Lopez movies or some shit like that.
It's a Jennifer Lopez movie.
Yeah, it's like some crazy shit.
Yeah, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Good movie.
How to Lose a Guy?
That's what we're doing, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm just kidding. Kidding.
Don't do that.
But it's great, like, and to, like, round it out, like, with committed relationships, whether it be a good friend or roommate or a girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife, when you're both independently growing and doing your own thing, you can grow together, right? Like, I listen to all these different types of conversations and podcasts and motivational speakers, right? And they talk a lot about relationships.
Yeah.
And the number one thing is when one person's growing and the other one's not, that's when you get off balance, right? Mm-hmm. So she's incredibly smart and driven. She's in online graduate school right now. She works fucking longer hours than me.
Oh, wow.
And she's very, very smart. And, you know, I'm doing my own thing with the day job and the podcast and music. And when we're together, it's like so much more special because it means more.
Yeah. So how does she handle you DJing? Like, because it takes, I always tell people, it takes a certain type of woman
patience
to deal with a DJ, because we're in the nightlife and we're around girls that are they're trying to look their absolute best at all times.
For sure.
You know,
for sure.
Like, this is what it is. Like the girls step out, they're going to try to put on the best dress. Yeah. They're going to put on the Spanx, and they're going to put on the fake booties, or whatever. Whatever they're going to put on. Yeah. Their fake hair, and they're going to go out, and so we're around that all the time. So how does she deal with that? Because I know my wife, it didn't take her a while, but like, you know, every girl I feel like has that insecurity of like, okay, well, the DJ, you know, you hear stories, your DJ's hooking up with these random chicks or whatever.
Sure. I mean, that's what they hear, right?
That's what they hear.
And we know a lot of DJs that have had girlfriends, they break up for those specific reasons. I can fucking count 50 on every DJ I know, right? Same. It's a level of trust, and I know even when the temptation is there, right? These girls come up to you, they're drunk, whatever, you're the DJ, cool, whatever. I know that I'm going home to someone who truly loves me.
There you go. And
when I'm not the cool guy at the club.
Right.
When I'm the fucking hungover or sick or my back hurts or some shit like that, right? So it's a certain level of trust that we've developed over the years, and now it's the strongest it's ever been because
that's dope.
It's as simple as, I don't even know how to finish the sentence there. It's as simple as trust.
Yeah, that's dope. She trusts you. That's good. That's important. That's important, man.
Yeah.
I know guys that still can't really get it right to this day with their girls because there's no trust there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what it is.
Dude, it's self-trust. You gotta trust yourself. If you can't look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable for your actions, it's gonna be a long fucking life, man.
Yeah. I still, like I said, I still get people that hit me up all the time like, yo, how do you, you know, like Kanye said, how do you stay faithful in a room full of hoes? I don't remember that line, but like, I'm like, yo, man, it's
because they're hoes.
They're hoes, bro. That's why. Like, you know, STDs are real, man.
Yeah, that too.
STDs are fucking. It's a real thing in Chicago, man. Like,
that's
shit.
Too. I guess. I've never done it for the girls. I've done it because I love the music.
Same, and that's key.
I think a lot of people get into it because they
want to be cool.
They'll be cool. They'll party for free. There'll be lots of chicks. They can stay up late. You know, like the friends that I have in the music industry, like yourself, like I love the job. I love the profession because I'm with people who love it too. Mm-hmm. People have fallen out of my life because I've met other people who I have a deeper connection with in the music industry. And that's just part of life. That's something that I've learned from growing up is meeting people and realizing that, okay, friends that I grew up with or that I had from college or people in my fraternity or people in college and classes, right? Like, they don't love music like I love music, and that's my life.
Yeah, that's dope.
Right? And I don't want to compromise or make time for people that don't want to do the same for me, right? It's like some sort of expectation when I'm trying to do the best for me, no matter what. And people who want to fucking get on my bus, man, I got a ticket for you, but...
Yeah, that's dope. That's a good way. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're 100% right, bro.
It's just something that I learn more about myself every single day. Is like,
I feel like I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson a long time ago, which is why I don't keep a lot of people around me. I keep a very small, tight, niche circle. Like it's so small, bro. Like it's like small, you know. it's like
how fucking small. What do we been in there?
It's like, you know, small.
Yeah, for sure.
But I love everybody and I fuck with everybody. But like the people like the circle, like people like I confide into or like I ask for like honest opinion and feedback. Like, hey, how's this look if I post this or how? Like, it's very small. Yeah, it's like less than like people like I can count on my hand.
Man,
less.
Travis Scott says it best. Always keep your circle tight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. What else you got on that page, man? I'm interested to see what else you got. You got like 10 things on it, bro. Holy shit.
It's a fucking interview, Heavy. Come on, baby. I got a question I want to ask you, man.
Let's get it.
With all your experience in the game, right, whether it be the electronic music industry and as a whole, DJing, the things you've seen, what's been the biggest change in the past 10 years, right? It's 2020 now. And what do you think's to come?
The biggest change with like music, honestly, is the access to it, number one. Yeah. Because there's like a ton of record pools now, dude. There's like so many record pools out there now. It's like it blows my fucking mind. There's so many ways to get music now.
High quality records.
High quality records, like high quality shit. It just blows my mind. But like in the club industry in Chicago, I kind of touched on it earlier. But like when I got here, it was just EDM. Like, everything was, like, 128 BPMs.
That was the boom. 2011, 2013.
Fucking Pressure, you know, all these fucking EDM songs. Alesso, Progressive House was just huge. Huge. And you couldn't go in and play any open format. It had to be house. Mashup. It had to be a mashup. It had to be, like, house. And, like, it just had to be house, dude. And
people were fucking raging.
Yeah, dude. It was a lot of Molly went around back then. A lot of pills, a lot of drugs, man.
So true.
But it was just a pure rage fest back then. And like, I remember the day it changed. I was playing in a place called Parliament, which is like bounce. Yeah. But it was Parliament back in the day.
Yeah, of course.
And I remember the day the GM, he went down to Vegas. He went over to Vegas, and he came back, and he literally, because he didn't want hip hop at all. You played a hip hop song, he was coming down on you. Jesus. It was just crazy. And I remember he went to Vegas, and he came back, and he's like, yo, we got to start playing more hip hop in the clubs. They're only playing hip hop in Vegas. That's the new thing. Dreas and all these other places are popping up. They're playing hip hop. Jewel. All these EDM DJs are switching to hip hop. So at that point, it was kind of cool to kind of start playing hip hop in the clubs.
That was more your style?
No, it wasn't more my style. I mean, I was familiar with it.
Ready to switch it up.
But for me, like, I really don't have a style like of genre like music I really like to play in the club. Like, I like to play everything. Right. If I can go into like a night and play a little bit of house, EDM, hip hop, trap, like Jersey Club, like all that shit. Like, if I can play a little bit of that, I had a great night. It's a phenomenal night. But if I go in and like the fucking NBA players are there and they're like, yo, hip hop for the next 3 hours, I'm miserable, dude. I'm like, fuck, man. Yeah. And I can do it and I can do a good job at it. It's just like, fuck, man. Or I get like some European guy coming in and he wants to hear nothing but like throwback house music for like 5 hours, but all the girls want to hear like some girly shit. Yeah. And it's just like,
in between a rock and a hard place.
You know, it's just what it is. Yeah. But like with the music progressing, it was just dope because I remember when we hit we came out the EDM phase and we went to like this hip hop phase in an open format phase. And I was even talking with Gordo, and Gordo looked at me and goes, "Yeah, baby, open format is back." Where he looked at me and goes, "We're back, bitch, we're back." Because we didn't have to force ourselves to play like so much house music. It was like we learned and we were good at playing house music, but we were like, we wanted to open it up. We wanted to be open format DJs, play everything.
Yeah.
And I remember he's like, "Yo, we're back, bitch. Like, open format is back." and then after that, we left open format now to today and moving forward, and we're more like really hip hop. Hip hop is like dominating the fucking top 40 charts. So you look right now in the top 40, top 10 songs. Oh yeah. I'm sure 6 of them will be hip hop. Guarantee you.
For sure.
Guarantee you, bro. And it's like hip hop is a new pop music. And that's fine. I get it. It's just, it's whatever, man. It's I'm still gonna ride the wave. So if hip hop's what it is, I'll play the hip hop and mix in what I can. I still like house music, dude. Like I still like throwing in like, I have a whole folder in my Serato, and it's called Cocaine. And the reason why I call it cocaine is because it's the music I picture people would listen to late night. 4 a.m. dancing in the club off of cocaine.
That's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a cocaine vibe. Just this house music, that hard driving, like Fisher, like that, like like that dum dum dum, like that deep, that hard bass, that driving bass, bro. It's just, I have a whole folder just dedicated, and it's just called Cocaine with snowflakes next to it, dude. And like I love getting into that bag because like I'm like, yo, I'm playing some shit. There's some, I'll show you this. There's some really dope shit. That. I showed it to Mr. Shaw. He's like, "Yo, you got some shit, man. Like, this is a good folder. Like, late night, just house vibes, bro. It's dope." And I love getting into like that type of shit. Like, it's cool to play the hip hop and play all this shit, but like, I can play a little bit of everything. It's a great fucking night, dude.
For sure.
But like that progression, going back to the quick, that progression, that's just how it is now. Like, that's the biggest change I've seen. Everything else is still the same shit. It's still bottle service. There's still sparklers going out. There's still bottle shows where people want to hear fucking Mario, and then they dress up as Mario and Luigi, and they bring the bottle out. Still the same bullshit, man. Yeah. Still the same shit. It's just the music's changed a little bit. We're just, and I'm sure they'll go back to house. Like we had a little bit of a house run with Fisher, and like that was like the main track to drop at like midnight or whatever. Right. It was like, okay, we're dropping house music again. I was happy. Right. We were dropping house music again, like prime time. Club is full. Right. We don't have to drop, I don't know, whatever hip hop song it is or whatever Ariana Grande song is hot now. Like we can still play. And then Fisher had like, I'm losing it. 3 words in the whole song, like I'm losing it. That's it. It was those 3 words in the fucking song, and it just had everybody going crazy. It just went crazy, and I was happy. But like, house it has to get back there, dude. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for like the house to like take over, and we're having a house song, like Calvin Harris, like top 5.
That really is like the hit.
Like Calvin Harris was like top of the charts for how long?
Long time.
Long time.
And he switched lanes a little bit.
He went to hip hop. That was the sound.
The Funk Waves album.
Yeah, the Funk.
Dope,
it was a fire album.
Yeah.
But like it was way different than the shit he was putting out before because he realized the climate change. Like, hey, nobody's really doing housey shit no more. Let's switch it up a little bit. And he went back to doing that.
Now he switched it up too again.
Yeah, he's back in the house. He's back in the house. It goes full circle.
I think I agree with you wholeheartedly, right? Like I wasn't DJing necessarily in 2011 and 2012 and 2013, but I know when I was at college, Avicii came out with Levels in 2011.
Dude, Avicii was huge.
Changed the game.
Levels was huge. Animals was huge.
Animals and Levels
was huge, bro.
Popped this bubble that was going on since like 2008 with like Tiesto and stuff too. And then we started to get words involved, right? And then there was this just boom. Yeah. Nothing short of a fucking big bang, man. Yeah. And it was really cool for me to see because I actually was introduced to electronic music in maybe 9th grade or something like that. Nice. And I listened to Deadmau5 first. So I listened to this track named Brazil, right? This is like a 7-minute track. My friend showed me this and I was like, I can't believe I liked it because it was so long, right? I was listening to 3-minute shit, right? Yeah. And I was raised listening to Bruce Springsteen and Journey and shit. And this was so left field for me. I was like, bang, this is what it's all fucking about. Right? And then it started transitioning, getting bigger and bigger, and I loved it so much, and I started to think, okay, I want to DJ myself. I want to make this track go into this track. Mm-hmm. And then this whole wave happened with Flosstradamus, that original Dawn remix, right?
Oh, amazing.
Yep. And then Latch Disclosure.
Fire.
Right?
Game changer.
So it's still this kind of like up, down, up, down, up, down, but still always getting bigger. And you know what was always underneath? Was house music. Always going like this, right? You look at like Google Analytics of house music, it's always like this, right? You look at everything else, boom, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I think that we're coming across an axis right now with vocal-driven music. Vocal-driven music is always like this, right?
It's always
People want words. They want something they can sing along to, right?
For sure.
Now, our generations are sick of jumping or headbanging, and they want to dance. And that's house music. That's 122 BPM to 126 BPM, right? I don't need to jump. I'm still a little older, but I want to go out, but I can't fucking sweat for 4 hours, you know?
Everybody fucking jump.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing
you
that.
can mix it in, right?
Yeah.
But I do see, and even now when I play, I'm able to take chances on house drops with mashed up current pop, rap, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Like in the Music Trust mix that I did.
Yeah. It was a good
I'll
mix.
throw those in. Not like I won't play a whole mix like that, right? Like that was pretty much tech house, but I'll throw those in here and there to kind of test the climate.
You got to. That's veteran DJ thinking right there.
Yeah.
Because if I'm playing a spot and like, okay, let's say the DJ before me is playing like a lot of open format, I'm gonna come in and one of the first things I don't know about you, but one of the first things I always usually do during my sets is I try to play a little bit of everything and see what works.
Yeah.
So I'll play like your hip hop. I'll play the cheesy shit, and I'll go from that to like so beginning of my sets always sound kind of weird because I'm just like throwing shit out there real quick to see what works and to see who's in front of me.
Yep.
That's a veteran trick. You see who's in front of you.
Yep.
And if I drop a house track and nobody's fucking dancing, okay, let me get out this house track real quick and I'll just go to hip hop. Okay. All right, hip hop's not working. Let me go to top 40. Okay, let's go to sing along. Okay, let's go to throwbacks. Okay, and then I just try to do shit like that to kind of see who's in front of me. But that's like an old school trick.
Right.
You try to figure out who's in front of you, and then whoever screams the loudest, I'm catering to you. You know.
I love that.
So if I play house and I see house people going crazy, I'm like, okay. 10 minutes of house music, let's go. I got it for you. You know, I give you the best 10 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
If you like hip hop, 10 minutes of hip hop, I give you the best 10, 15 minutes of hip hop.
I love that.
And if I switch it up and it still works, cool. If it doesn't, I go back to what I was doing before. But you gotta, like that reading the crowd is so important. It's almost like you can't teach that. It's just experience.
You're trying to find
and everybody's different. I don't know what you do, but like that's what I do. I go and I literally I throw. It's like literally closing, like turn off the lights and throwing shit and seeing what sticks.
For sure. No, absolutely. I feel like you're living in a house with 100 people and everybody likes the temperature a little bit different, right? So you're trying to find, all right, this person likes it really fucking cold. Well, this person makes it really fucking hot. Well, this person likes it in the middle.
That's
well,
a great
what's
analogy.
the fucking temperature that y'all like?
Yeah.
Let's go with 68 motherfucking degrees.
Right.
That's the sweet spot, right?
And that's usually how it works, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, you just gave me a great piece of advice there, so I'm gonna definitely start doing that. That's
and
advice
like
to all the DJs out
there.
there.
And like I said, and you don't have to like you can. I just like maybe 1 or 2 songs in each genre or each whatever, and I'll try to see. And like the key is to really fucking watch.
Yeah.
See, and like you said, you find a group of people and then you try to get them to dance, or you try to find somebody, and it's just that's how you do it.
Yeah.
And like like for instance, I played at Fremont. And there was a huge Indian group of people that walked in, and everybody else was kind of dancing a little bit. But then these Indian people were going crazy to everything I was playing. And I was like, okay.
I'm playing for you.
Okay, so I started focusing on them.
Yep.
And then I tried to keep them dancing. And then they asked for like some like Punjabi music. I can't remember. Yeah,
Punjabi,
Punjabi.
Yeah.
And of course I have the Beware the Boys or whatever.
Yeah.
But I had like I know Sanu.
Yep.
And I have a few tracks.
Yes.
And like I would drop them, and everybody else like in the club was kind of like didn't know what was going on. And then these motherfuckers went nuts. Like they're just. Oh shit! They're jumping on stage on Fremont and just jumping and taking pictures and videos and high-fiving each other. And then because of their energy, everybody else kind of got into it. They didn't know what the song was. The beat was dope. I'm not going to play no crazy shit, but I knew the beat was like in line with everything else I was playing. And just the words were and the instruments were a little bit different.
Sure.
But they went crazy, dude. God. And it's one of those things where you just find that group and you make them dance. And then, okay, they're cool, and I'm gonna try to get this table to get up and move. What am I gonna have to play to get this chick to jump out her seat and jump on that chair?
Yep.
You know, what do I have to do? Okay, and that's dude, it's a challenge sometimes. But like I enjoy doing shit like that.
It is a challenge.
Like I enjoy it. That's like I live for that. That's what DJing is for me. Like
that's what keeps you coming back.
Keeps me coming back to the challenge.
Yeah.
Like okay, motherfucker, you can sit there with a straight face and be on your phone and be twisted and mad, but by the end of the night, I'm gonna be your favorite DJ.
Yeah, you're gonna smile.
You're gonna smile. Yeah, I live for that, dude.
Oh man, that's so fucking.
I fucking live for that shit.
That's sweet, man. That's genuine, for real.
Yeah.
You're doing a service to the fucking community, bro.
Trying, dude.
What's been the biggest obstacle you've overcome, and how did you get through it?
The biggest obstacle I've ever had to overcome.
Whether it be personal or professional.
I
told you I got questions.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I guess like as far as obstacles, I feel like the weight thing was a really big obstacle for me.
Mm-hmm.
And just really accepting myself. Because I always knew I was a good DJ. I always knew I was dope. I always knew I had something different than to offer them these other guys weren't doing. But I wasn't given the opportunity. And so I always thought if I always lost weight, if it was my attitude, if it was like the way I looked, you know, I always pinned it against that. And of course, it's like a sick cycle, right? Because you're like, you want to lose weight, but then like you get depressed, and then you eat because you are depressed, and you're gaining weight. So it's just like a sick cycle. So I was blaming myself for a very long time. Like I'm not getting these gigs because nobody likes me because I'm a big guy.
Yeah,
I'm a fat dude. Nobody, and then I got it. I always understood the business aspect, right? Because there's two types of DJs. Like there's like the DJ music, and there's the business side.
Yeah.
And as a club, I understood like if I'm a bigger guy and they put like a 400-something pound guy in the DJ booth and everybody's staring at him, it's not really the best look for that particular venue, no matter what the fuck I'm playing.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like because people gave me a shot and like I broke that barrier, I knew I was good enough as a 400-pound obese kid to DJ at these spots where I wasn't really supposed to be able to walk in.
Right.
I wasn't supposed to be in these clubs, dude.
Right.
I'm DJing like a lot of these white, pristine, like high volume, high bottle service clubs.
Right.
And I'm a 400-pound black dude like walking in.
Yeah.
You know? And so I always thought I wasn't getting those opportunities, but once I figured out I was good enough, I was able to realize I could lose the weight and to change, and knew that I guess that was my biggest opportunity, is losing the weight and knowing that I was always going to be good enough. Like it didn't matter how I looked or what my weight size was, even though it does make a difference in some of these superficial clubs, these really superficial clubs for sure.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it didn't matter, dude. Like I knew that was the biggest thing, overcoming that.
Darren, that's absolutely positively one of the best responses I've gotten, man. That's deep, and I appreciate you sharing that with me.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. That's real talk,
true
man.
Story of overcoming an obstacle, right? That's a self-obstacle. That's not like, oh, I had a tough gig and I tried to get through it.
You have tough gigs every now and then, bro. Those tough gigs come and go, you know.
Do you feel better than you've ever felt these days?
I feel really good, man. I feel good. I feel like I could feel better. Like I feel like if I would have, and honestly, this is just me talking, but if I could lose like another 100 pounds, I feel like,
dude, fuck, you be fucking fit, baby.
Yeah, I want to be. Yeah, dude, I want to get there. Like my goal is like another 100. But like I said, it's not going to be easy, man. It's never easy. But like anything I've ever done in life has never been easy. You know.
Yep.
Even moving to Chicago, driving like 2.5 hours to get here every fucking weekend wasn't easy.
No.
But I did it. I can do this, man.
I love that, man.
So yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Well, what's going on in 2020 for Heavy?
2020, man, it's just branding. I've started my own podcast as well.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
So the Absolutely No Request podcast is me, Charles Protege, DJ Daly. It's just the three of us just talking about like, you know, everyday shit. We get into like, you know, more pop topics, and we have a lot of jokes, and like I have a really good relationship with like Protege and a really good relationship with Daly, and like we just bust each other's balls, and we're super funny, and it's just guys hanging out. Sounds fun. Yeah, it's the guys hanging out, and we just talk shit to each other, and I'm like, yo, we should bottle this up and sell it, you know. And we came up with a podcast, man. It's been going really good. The chemistry is really there. And I've taken a lot of time and energy and put it towards it. And I think going forward, I want to put a lot more time and energy towards it and building that up. Of course, it's building my brand and still DJing and staying relevant.
Yeah.
You know, at my age, it's like I have to stay relevant. You know.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it's weird because doubling back to being like a bigger dude. The reason why I DJ the way that I do with so much energy is because I felt like I had to stick out over the skinnier guys, the guys that were like didn't have to do much.
Right.
Like the guys, like, I don't want to name guys, but the guys that like we've seen those DJs that come in there, they have their headphones on, they don't talk to nobody, they don't show any emotion in the club, they're playing music and everybody's going nuts, and it's just like, you're not doing anything special. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you're not doing anything special.
Right.
But then like I felt like I had to compete with that. So like I always knew if I DJ like that, I would never be able to DJ because I just DJ like him. But if
you're trying to be so different,
I had to be so fucking radically different and bring so much energy to my sets that I would have to, like, I would just be able to compete with the guy who's not really doing shit.
Yeah.
You know, even though he was the bigger name or whoever, the guy who's not really doing shit was getting all these gigs and really killing it, and I had to like really elevate my game up to that because I knew here being mediocre, being a big black DJ, being mediocre is only going to get me so far.
Right.
And being mediocre here, being like, you know, whoever it is was getting them this far.
Yeah.
So for me, I had to kind of be phenomenal or like really play my ass off.
Yeah.
Like, and to get to here.
Yeah.
And just to be able to hang with these guys. And like now, I play the way that I do because there's like a lot of younger guys, man, on my heels, man. Like I'm getting older. And the music's getting a little bit more whacker to me, bro. And it's like, and I feel it, bro. Like I feel it, but like, I have to DJ my ass off because there's these young guys. I'll name them, bro. Like Diox and Shaw, you, like a lot of Strategies young. Who else? These younger guys are really Apollo.
Max Quinones.
Yeah, Max and Maximo, bro. Holy shit, dude. Luca, like all these young guys, you guys are all killing it, bro.
I think they're so fucking good.
Bro, these guys keep me on my heels, Sherm. Like, holy shit. Like, every time I go out, I'm like, God, I gotta step it up, you know? So, like, it's like, in 10 years from now, 5-10 years from now, these guys will be running the game. Old, like, De La and Psy and me will all be out and we'll all be doing something else bigger and better. But like you guys are the wave, you know. And
for sure.
And that's why like I like to come here and do shit like this because I want to usher you guys into this wave the best way that I can to bring you guys into like, you know, this light, you know, hopefully me doing this, people who don't normally watch it will watch it if I post it, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing with Sunu when I did his shit. I'm like, yo, hopefully, you know, you get more light to this, you know. I want to use me and my platform that I built to kind of bring in these younger guys. Even with Maximo, you know, he's doing his own thing, and Strategy brought him in. You know, Strategy did everything he could to bring him into the light, and Maximo's running with it.
Yep.
He's like taking the ball and running it down the fucking field like at 100 miles an hour. He's killing it, bro.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Apollo, and I did everything I could to help him out, and he's taking the ball and went to the moon, bro.
Right.
Like, you know, like the sky's the limit for that kid. So it's just like these young guys keep me on my heels, and it's cool, man. It's cool, man. I'll be the old uncle or whatever, man, and whatever, dude. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not even that old, but like it's just like, this is a young man's game. It's a young man's game, bro, and I realize it. So that's why I DJ my ass off. That's why I go above and beyond to get the music that I get, to play the way that I play, and to DJ the way that I DJ, because I'm not ready to lose, start losing gigs to a lot of these young guys, man.
I understand.
But like, this is what it is, bro. Like, these guys are good, man. These guys are good, and they're the future, bro.
I mean, you brought up a fucking football term again, right? Like, to me, everything you just said, you were the quarterback. Yeah. Everybody else, you're throwing the ball, man. Like, you're the enabler. You're the one who's really getting the job done, and you're creating the plays.
Trying to.
So I want to acknowledge you for all you do.
Appreciate
for real.
it, man.
I mean, it's not easy to hustle like you do, to manage everything like you do.
It's not easy, bro, but you do it because you love to, man. and like you have no choice. You got to pay those bills. Chicago bills ain't no joke. You know.
I learned a lot from you today, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man.
I
learned some stuff from you today too, bro.
You got me talking, man.
Come on, bro.
Usually people don't turn the corner and go, "Oh, I want to ask you something."
Yeah, dude.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, for real, bro. Like, I got so much respect for you. Every time I see you play, whether just recently you said we connected because you played after me and I stayed and I was like,
it's one of those things because like it's funny because we never really had that close relationship yet. So I've always felt weird just to message you, say, hey, why don't you put me on your podcast? So like I was like, I said to myself, I'll see him, I'll ask him.
Right.
And then when I saw you the first time, I forgot to ask you because we were like at Fremont and we were switching over.
Yeah.
And something happened. I forgot to ask you. But then I saw you at Roof.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't let this opportunity go again. Let me just ask him again.
Yeah.
Let me just ask him now. And I was just like, hey, what's up with that podcast, man? I said, when can I be a guest? You're like, oh, well, yeah, bro. Yeah, of course. And I'm like, yeah, let's make it happen.
Bro, you've been on the list, bro. I really mean that. Again, like, keep doing your thing. You're raising the fucking bar, working hard.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Stop.
You keep doing your thing. God 98 episodes. Bro. I'm 6 episodes deep. You are 98 episodes, bro. Good shit, bro. That's consistency to its finest. Don't downplay that shit, bro.
All right.
Take that compliment.
All right, I accept. I accept.
Good shit, man.
But you keep raising the bar, man. Keep working hard.
You too, bro.
This is such a pleasure.
All right, man.
My fucking
Appreciate
guy.
you. My guy, man.
Hell yeah, Abby.
Great shit, man.